Hey everybody, Half Full Monty here for another exciting episode. It is, I guess it's getting cool. It's kind of fall. I probably should be making this video at night, but it's also, this week we've been having some rain, thunderstorms and what have you. So it's kind of like storm. I guess who knows what the weather does. But anyway, it's good to have backup. Electricity goes down, lanterns and lights and what have you. So these, I have acquired some of these right here. They're inexpensive. They're pretty, but they're glass, of course. But it's a oil lamp they use inside. And it for emergencies and for ambience and what have you. It kind of goes with our barn looking log house here. But anyway, you can get these at a place that probably your hardware stores, Tractor Supply. If you got one of those old funky hardware stores, mom and pop ones, they're sure to have this. They use lamp oil, and I guess there's a whole lot of different things about the lamp oil. I think they have fragrances, and they have conditioners, and they're fairly inexpensive. Comes in different sizes. You got these, and then you got one that's about the size of this box, and then you got gallons and going whatever. But anyway, it's got a whole set of rules on the back here, instructions that you need to read and follow. You got to worry about air quality inside when you're doing this. You want to have put it in a kind of a ventilated room. But hey, my grandparents, even my dad, they didn't have electricity when he was a kid, so this is kind of the way you went. I'm sure it was much cheaper, but anyway, what you do is you want to fill your bowl here. You want to leave I don't know, inch or so from the top. You want to put your wick down there. You can replace the wick as you go, but you get there, you gotta let it set for a while to soak in the oil. This has been setting for quite a while, so we'll have to see how that goes. You gotta practice your common sense rules of being around fire stoves, candles, anything flammable. You never leave things unattended. You don't leave, pets and children and all that around, without watching them, and which is probably kind of strange because probably my grandparents probably didn't watch their children when this is all they had. But anyway, you need to follow the instructions, and the same thing with storing the fuel and all that stuff. If you're a homeowner or whatever, and you have other chemicals and fuels and what have you, you need to practice best practices on handling the fuels, and you really don't want to get it on you. But anyway, like I said, in the case that I have this is more for ambiance, and just in case, the electricity goes off. Yeah, I have lanterns and lights and solar lights and what have you. But hey, it's interesting. It won't be one of these days. We're either all going to be back like this, or we'll not be using this. I don't know which one it is. But anyway, without further ado, let's try to fire this baby up and see what it's going to do. You want to run the wick up, and the higher you put the wick, I found. I mean, I'm novice at this. I didn't grow up with you have to use this stuff, but I have found with my lanterns that I fool with a little bit that you get a much higher than this base here with the wick. That makes the smoke. Even though this oil is supposed to be not as make as much smoke, like your I have a lantern I keep outside that I put citronella in for bugs and mosquitoes and stuff, and it's not such a big deal. But anyway, it seems to not smoke as much if you're down here. Okay, so basically what we're going to do, and I'm sure this initial time I fired this thing up, it's going to smoke a little bit because of the wick has never been burned on the top. We'll see what happens here. All right, so we got that. Wow, that's pretty high. They're putting off some smoke there. Yeah, I think just about like that is good for me. Put that down there. And so there you have it. Don't see any smoke coming out of it. This is a well ventilated room. I have ceiling fans, I have windows. It's kind of, like I said, it's fall. It's probably in the 60s, which is kind of cool for here. But anyway, oil lamps, like I said, there's a place called Lehrman's. You can Google it, and they've got a neat little store. They sell all kinds of stuff like this. I think it's actually an Amish store, but anyway, check them out. I have no affiliation with them. I've given them a little bit of money on stuff, but you know, this might be something that would work. I know for emergencies, but it might also, you know, be something that would fit into your decor and give you some ambiance, as they say. Anyway, thanks for all the subscriptions and the likes and the comments. Keep them coming. Have a good day. Half Full Monty out.